He assigned each different scent their own personality and explained the scent through describing what kind of person he imagines wearing it.
The daring category. Okay, this is your daring fragrance.
Jeremy would help his audience visualize every scent by assigning personalities to them.
The daring category. Okay, this is your daring fragrance.
The YouTuber Internet Anarchist got exposed recently for plagiarism. I'm a little bit late to the party in covering this, but a lot of people have been asking me to speak about it in my comment section, so why not? I'm a man of the people. Let's check this out.
I went back to find the original video from a channel called Tell Us More. And then when I compared it to the latest video from Internet Anarchist, it was clear. It's not just a similar story, it's the exact same story. So the original from Tell Us More, that was uploaded 8 months ago, and Internet Anarchist's video was uploaded 2 months ago. So the original one, 6 months before Internet Anarchist, and I thought, has he just copied? I thought, oh, this might make for a good video. So I watched them back to back and I started saving clips, and when I started to save clips, within the first 2 minutes, I was like, there's no doubt in my mind, the Internet Anarchist has plagiarized Tell Us More's video.
His career began with modest roles in British theatre and television throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s.
He actually worked his way up from modest beginnings in the UK.
At 17, he appeared in the musical Martin Guerre, followed by small roles in films like 24/7 and British TV series like Hollyoaks.
Bouncing between very brief, often forgettable parts across the British entertainment scene, from the musical theatre production Martin Guerre to the 1997 sports drama film 24/7, and even a gig in the long-running TV soap opera Hollyoaks.
In 2000, after years of small parts, he landed a recurring role in the British drama Fat Friends, playing Jamie Reimer, a role that finally showcased his acting abilities to a wider audience.
Before finally landing a recurring role in the British drama Fat Friends as Jamie Reimer. This gave him the chance to appear in front of a wider TV audience on a daily basis and gain more notoriety.
I've noticed a lot of channels do copy each other, especially within the documentary field. I've done quite a few documentaries myself, so I've seen this when doing research. Like, damn, a lot of these people copy each other bar for bar. But this was worse. This was like an extreme version. This was really bar for bar, line for line. You just gonna take their whole video and maybe edit it a little bit differently. And I say a little bit because most of the edits seem the same. Like, yikes, was it that hard for you to give your own personal opinion? It's okay to be inspired, but you can't give your own personal opinion as well as credit whoever you're getting the inspiration from, which I have no problem doing. I will list them as a source in my description on a regular basis. I come up with my own videos that I just feel like doing, and as well as things get sent to me and people ask, hey, can you talk about this? And I feel like it would be extremely unfair for me to see inspiration from another channel, use clips, and not tell you where I got it from. But that happens a lot. And I'm not going bar for bar still, and I'm still giving my opinion and just adding my own flavor. What's so hard about that? That's not a hard thing to do. Well, if you have talent. And if this was the first and the only time that Internet Anarchists did this, then I don't think it would be such a big deal, right? People make mistakes. It is what it is. But it gets a little bit trickier.
Because the Internet Anarchist had been using the exact same structure as the original doc, you knew exactly what was going to come next. I would watch 30 seconds of the original, pause, click Internet Anarchist, and I knew exactly what was coming up next every time.
I want to speak to James here. It's James, isn't it? When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir.
James could have accepted the criticism or tried to defuse the situation, but instead he went on the offensive, which wasn't a good look.
Now, he had a chance here to take the criticism with grace and even improve his image after the disaster of his most recent projects. But Corden's ego got in the way and he lashed out.
I'm not even mad about clips being used because it doesn't belong to either person. But when you do it in such a way where you're just clearly taking from somebody else, you're not giving them the proper credit. You just acting like that's your style. You just came up with that on your own. Yeah, I do think that deserves to be called out. 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of these channels that are bigger that's doing that too as well. If you noticed, Internet Anarchist is the bigger channel. They have like within the millions. They're stealing from a channel that's smaller and up and coming and not giving them the proper shout out. That's insane. But Internet Anarchist decided to respond. Let's use this clip from Poetic Flacco so we can see what he said.
So he took to his YouTube page to explain the plagiarism and what he's going to do to make up for it. His response goes as follows. In regards to the James Corden video, a few months ago, I've been expanding my writing team so we could produce more consistent and exciting documentaries for everyone who supports the channel. Until then, this had been a two-person operation. With the increased volume, my review process fell short. Now, this is very important right here. Until then, this had been a two-person operation. With the increased volume, my review process fell short. This right here is very important because this will come back to bite him in the butt and essentially seal his fate. Because this right here implies that the James Corden video was the first video there with plagiarism. And before this video, there was no plagiarism because it was only him and his editor who was making videos, and he was the script writer and the editor was the editor, I guess. So he says, while I checked scripts for structure, pacing, story flow, and overall consistency, I failed to properly cross-check for similarities with existing videos. That oversight is entirely on me, and I take full responsibility for it. Based on our internal review, the issue was isolated to a single upload. This will also come back to bite him. This will come back to bite him severely. Okay. Based on our internal review, this issue was isolated to a single upload, the James Corden video. As soon as I became aware of it, I removed the team member involved, unlisted the video, and began revising our internal review process to ensure this doesn't happen again. I also want to be clear that while a former team member was involved, the responsibility ultimately rests with me. I take full accountability for what happened, and I'm adjusting our review standards to ensure every upload meets a higher bar moving forward. As a result, our upload schedule may change. However, I believe it's better to slow down and produce consistent, original, high quality work than to prioritize volume. I want to be clear about where I stand. I believe in calling out plagiarism on YouTube, not participating in it. To take further accountability, I will also be sharing the revenue from that video with the original creator whose work was copied, who I have already reached out to privately. So he gave a link. Now that video got about 3 million views. It's about 10 minutes long. So it made about 3 million views, 10 minutes long. I'll say it made about $30,000. So, that creator would receive a little pretty penny.
Okay, so you got a team of editors and writers now. Okay, all right. Still don't make no damn sense. I've had editors before, never had a writer, but I've had people who've offered to edit. I compensated them and I realized, wait a minute, I edit way better than them. And I stopped hiring editors until I can afford good ones, right? Ones is better than me. But I say all of this to say, do you know how I knew that these editors weren't as good as me at doing their job? Because I checked over their work. I didn't just take the video and upload it immediately. I was like, let me look at this. Okay, this is trash. This is trash. I guess I'm gonna have to re-edit this. I'm gonna have to do 80 to 90% of the editing, right? Or maybe it's just because I know the way that I like certain things to be presented on my channel. I like it to be a little bit tighter, right? Not so much dead air in between. I like to have the switches between back and forth with me and the footage. Anyway, I digress. You should be checking your videos yourself. Did you become that damn big the way you just whatever, just give them that slop, manja. They're just gonna keep on eating it. Why not? The most grimy part is the fact that you stole it from a smaller content creator. Now, you try to do the right thing by paying them what the video earned. Okay. What about the subscribers that you gained from those videos? You gonna give the subscribers back? You can't. You cannot. The notoriety that was taken from them in order to contribute to what you got going on without you giving back for the inspiration is already done. It's not that damn hard to let people know where you got the idea for the video for, or the clips, or some of the research, whatever. It's not really that big of a deal, but some people make it seem as if this is the case. And I'm not trying to go super hard on internet anarchists per se. I'm going hard on plagiarism because I've had people steal from me bar for bar. Yeah, I'm talking about line for line. They watch my video and say everything I say the exact way, talking and using slang from where I'm from. And I'm like, you not from there? Huh? Well, that don't even make sense. You just copying me. And it just be whatever it is. They benefit, they make a bunch of money. And I'm just sitting here like, damn.
Right, let's not mess about. We've got lots of evidence to get through. Lots and lots of lies to get through as well. So to quickly recap, I recently discovered the Internet Anarchist had a video up on his channel about James Corden that was far too similar to somebody else's video about James Corden for it to be a coincidence. It was clear to me the Internet Anarchist had copied somebody else's work. After my video went up, the Internet Anarchist commented on my video. In that comment, he told us how he didn't copy the James Corden video, and in fact, it was a writer he had just hired a few months back. He also assured us that this was the only video on his channel that had copied somebody else's, because he did his own investigation, maybe 6 or 7 hours after my video went up. He assured us that the James Corden video was the only video to copy another on his channel. A channel with over 200 videos, and that was the only one.
Jeremy Fragrance was one of the most unique success stories on YouTube. Real name Daniel Stradinsky.
The rise of Jeremy Fragrance is easily one of the most unexpected success stories on YouTube. Jeremy, real name Daniel Stradinsky,
He had an uncanny ability to communicate scent through a screen, something very few people had achieved on YouTube back then.
but what truly set him apart on YouTube was his uncanny ability to vividly describe every scent, breaking it down in a way anyone could understand.
Fans would frequently comment saying, "This guy can make you hear smells."
As one of the comments on his video puts it, "This guy can make you hear smells."
Has this guy seriously put, oh he has, an internet anarchist watermark in the corner of the screen to stop people from copying, from stealing his clips? Anyway, yes, he's stolen another documentary, this time about Jeremy Fragrance. And remember, in the comment on my video, he told us that the James Corden video was the only video that had shown any signs of being plagiarized on his channel. So what the feck's this one?
He assigned each different scent their own personality and explained the scent through describing what kind of person he imagines wearing it.
The daring category. Okay, this is your daring fragrance.
Jeremy would help his audience visualize every scent by assigning personalities to them.
The daring category. Okay, this is your daring fragrance.
Yeah, that's bad. That's pretty horrible. It's not just one video, it's a bunch of videos. Is it going to be the same thing like Sunny V2 where you find out that majority of their videos is taken from someone else? Yikes. And if you could afford to have a writing team, they can't come up with video ideas that's not taken from other people. Like, okay, you are inspired by certain things. I get it. But if you have a writing team, 90% of your videos should be original, maybe 99% of your videos should be straight original, you doing your thing. Especially when you come up to that level, like, yikes, bro. This is insane. I can see why people wanted me to talk about it and give my opinion. Hopefully they can do better, make things right, and every time they put out a video now with their writing team, they could not be copying nobody. Shout outs to the people that they took this stuff from. Yeah, yo, that's crazy. Shout outs to them, man. Y'all doing great work. I just keep on grinding and people are going to start seeing it more, just time and consistency.